Oh dear. Wrong bedroom. Oh, thank God. Back to normal. That's better. Because my old watch snapped. Hello, we are Martial. Yeah, set it in sync. Well, no, we didn't say it in a sink. We said it in a room. There was actually a third Marty, but he drowned. Look what you did. I told you to stop pissing on the floor. Anyway, so, my thumbnails. Yeah, they're very strange indeed. Back in February 2019, Jesus Christ, time has really flown by, I did a video of me showing you how I make my thumbnails. But now this video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinion on almost every thumbnail that I've done in the 2 years since I've been doing thumbnails. And I'm going to do it now on this nice, lovely day. I say almost because I'm not going to talk about every single thumbnail. I'll skip thumbnails if I've got nothing else to say, or it's basically the same as the others that I've already mentioned. So yeah, let's start this. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so I've started from the beginning, and even though I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, July 2017, I didn't start making thumbnails until September 2018, a year and 2 months after I started making YouTube. So a lot of my earlier videos are just screenshots from the actual video. But this, Season 1, Part 1, this is the first video to have a custom thumbnail, which, again, it was made in February 2018. So, because I didn't know how to make a custom thumbnail at the time when this video was new and it came out, it was just a screenshot. But as you can see, because it's a compilation of all my videos in one, 6, 6, 6, 5. So yeah. So yeah. The thing that's funny about thumbnails, just YouTube thumbnails in general, it varies from person to person. Like, some people have thumbnails which are properly photoshopped and look very real. Others have thumbnails which are more focused on colours and shape. Me, my thumbnails are all themed around pictures. Right? Like this, well, like all the other thumbnails. Again, another season video. Only 10 videos, 5, 10. But I also added a little text, a yellow text, Season 1, Part 2. And you can see the background. It's like a rainbowy type of colour. The reason for that is I have a DVD called Cult Kids Classics, where it was episodes from various kids shows back in the day. And I remember the DVD menu had like a rainbow spiral-y, and I thought I'd use that for the same reason, because these are all older videos that people have already watched. I thought, because the back of the box said, take a trip down memory lane, remember these, nostalgia, yada yada yada, yeah, you get the idea. So I thought I'd use that rainbow background for my season compilations as well. And the game, same reason for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This, only 3 videos, but green. Yeah, every time I switch season, I like to change the colour of the... So like, Season 1 had the yellow, Season 2 had the green. So yeah, this is just 2. They were just separate videos. Again, 2. Orange one, where even though it was the same as Season 2, 3 videos, I made the different. 9. Yeah, you get the idea. Purple. British boy trying American chocolates, Part 1, 2, 3. And hell, even me trying German food had good thumbnails. These 2 videos, they are not screenshots from the video. They were pictures deliberately taken for a thumbnail, shot before I actually tried the things, before I started filming the video. The same thing goes for this video and this video. The only difference is this one has my 2 pictures plastered on the thumbnail. Here's a good one though. My entire DVD and CD collections video. This video was made in August 2018, but again, September 2018 was when I started making custom thumbnails. So for a month, this thumbnail was just, again, captured from the actual video. But I really like this thumbnail. When I said good 'un, I meant the video and the thumbnail. As you can see, the background is all like colourful and very sparkly and very glacier. But also, I took every single image, a picture of DVD slash CD, whatever, and just plastered it on the thumbnail. As you can see, there, red one, but shot from a different angle. There, 3-in-1. There, with the shadow, there, half of one. The spindle, and there's even a cracked one. You can change the colour of them, but I just wanted to leave them at its default. Mortal Kombat Deception livestream with April. How I make my videos. These two were live streams. As you can see, past live streams, they don't they are custom thumbnails, but only because of one thing. As you can see, the background is just, again, screenshots from the live stream. But after it was re-uploaded, I remember I went on to, because the app I use is Thumbnail Maker, I went on Thumbnail Maker, took the screenshots, and just plastered a little live on a red live on the thumbnail. Yeah, you get the pic, you know what I'm trying to say. You could choose the font of your text, obviously, but for whatever reason, when you choose this font, it turns the dot into a star. And I thought, yeah, I like that. And the same thing goes for this one. After it was re-uploaded, I just did the same thing as that one. But I made it white, because if I made it red, it would just blend in with that YouTube. Dark green. Right. November 2018 was when my thumbnails started to expand. Even though beforehand I did make custom thumbnails, but that was just for some videos and it wasn't consistent. But this is the part where all of my thumbnails, except the birthday videos, had customized thumbnails. Starting with this one, Storytime with Marty, episode 1, The Prom Experience. And I fucking love this thumbnail. I started with the background by, again, like with the DVD, CD video, I made the background all shiny and glacier. But also, if you look at the edge, you can see that it looks like that it's in a picture slit. You can see the big purple prom, which I said in one of my videos, I believe it was in episode 3 of Reacting to My Lists, where I said the font looks a bit like the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory logo, and you can see the black outline, and this is, I added the my two pictures on the thumbnail, because one thing that's really important with a thumbnail is that as long as people can tell that it's your video, then yeah, same reason why Dashy Games, or as my little sister Bella calls him, Dash McJunkie Nuggets, Tic Tac, Grade. Well, to be honest, his videos are so easily recognisable anyway. So basically what I'm trying to teach you is, the reason why people put their face or avatar or logo in their thumbnails is so that people can tell that it's their video. And same thing goes for me with those two thumbnails. I put those two pictures in the thumbnails so that people can tell that it's my video. But yeah, but also we've also got that, the disco lights, bright light, and glowing lights. And it all blends in perfectly to create one brilliant thumbnail that matches the video and the events of what I'm talking about in the video. So yeah, some people may think that there's a lot going on screen, but I like this thumbnail so much, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Top 10 of my own videos. And also, depending on what the video is about, my thumbnails can change. Like, I don't stick to the same route. My thumbnails have a huge amount of variety. Like, that's the prom video. That's the top 10 of my videos. I decided, well, first of all, I set a black background, put a black question mark with white lines around it, and I just basically saved that, plastered that on 10 times, added the rainbow background, 2 of the pictures, obviously top 10 videos, made the red outline with the yellow bit. So yeah, that's basically that thumbnail. Googling myself, white background, just plastered my 2 pictures. I made a Google logo but ghetto font because it was spray paint, but I made them the same colour as the actual Google thumbnail, which is pretty cool. I know that's just a simple, very basic thumbnail, but hey, that's the whole point, because Google is just that logo and it's just all white around. Season 11, just the 4 videos, how they perfectly slotted in their space. My face reveal. What I did was I took a picture of myself, plastered that picture over my face, plastered that picture afterwards. I searched up my name on the YouTube telly YouTube. I took a picture of the 50 subscribers, plastered it on there. I did the 5 on my right hand and the 0 on my left hand, because obviously when I was looking at it, it was mirrored. And I added the 5, 0, and yeah, that's basically it. Again, simple, but I still like it nonetheless. Tekken Month 2018. For the Tekken Month video, because it's a part of a series, I decided to make them all very the same. Basically, I added the white background, the 2 pictures. I made the Tekken Month white, green, and red, obviously, because, you know, December. And obviously, depending on which character I'd pick, I'd plaster their image on the right. So for Kazuya, Paul, and Law, the only one is because I didn't think to screenshot Nina's in the character selection screen when I'm watching a video. So when I searched up Nina, Tekken 1, and Google Images, that was all I could find of the first Tekken game. So yeah, I just plastered that on the thing. It's the same thing, it was just changed slightly because of the different character. But when it got to the fails, instead of putting a character there, I put fails of 2018 with the same theme as that. Christmas video 2018. This thumbnail was made after the video was released. So I captured the part where it got my logo, and then I just plastered my 2 pictures. Yeah, I didn't really put much effort into that thumbnail, to be honest. Also, fun fact about this video, this is the last video to have this logo before I change my channel's name to iMartial. But these next 2 thumbnails, not really special. Again, like the last video, it's literally just taken from the video, and then I just plastered my 2 pictures on it. Blue, Why April Quit YouTube, a thumbnail that was taken after the video was released. Because the recording was 4:3, that's why you can see white on the left and right. I just stuck April has given up on the left, which the G went over the limit. I don't know what the saying is. But also, you can see that there's only 1 picture this time. That's because, well, this picture, where this circular picture, has gone through 5 different pictures. The Frere Rocher was the first one, but for this, there was a time where that picture was that picture too. So that's why you can only see 1 picture, because at the time when I did this video, it was only 1 picture, the same picture in both slots. 9 facts about me. Okay, I know what I just said, but this thumbnail was pre-made before I changed it, and I didn't want to do it all over again because I liked it. The brown background, 9 facts about me in a blue, black outline, and the 2 pictures, yeah, again, basic. Dark blue. Top 5 mistakes I made in my videos. In my opinion, the fucking worst video I've ever done. I started with that paper. I just took an image of white, plain white background. I just added that. Added the brick background. Put wanted fucking up too many. Yes, and I fucked up with this video. Anyway, my 2 pictures, obviously, so people can tell it's my video. And then I just added that. My entire game collection, 20th of January 2019. 4:3 recording, that's why you can see left and right, it's just white, and I just plastered the 1 picture on it. Not very good thumbnail, in all honesty. Top 10 Sonic Underground songs. This one could have been a better thumbnail, but it was ruined by YouTube's stupid shit. When I uploaded this video, the thumbnail I had a thumbnail, it just would not work. For some reason, the thumbnail will only show up if I'm in my history. Like, if I was to go on anywhere else, it would just be blank. So I watched a bit of it, but obviously when I realised I screenshotted that when I was in my history, when it decided to work, I just plastered that. But the actual thumbnail itself, I searched up Sonic Underground background, added that screenshotted the logo. I made the top blue, 10 purple, and the songs green, you know, because Sonic, Sonya, and Manic made their instruments their designated colour. So for Sonic's guitar, I made it blue, green, and then purple. And you can also see, because I screenshotted it, you can see the time and the bit of the thumbnail. And the white line. And it's so stupid. This one's got 69 views. How I make my thumbnails. I am not talking about this one. I hate this thumbnail. Even though this is not my most hated video, This is my most hated thumbnail. I am not giving this thumbnail the time of day. It has a fucking trollop in it. And this is just as bad as putting a fucking ginger penis in your thumbnail. Trying evil hot chili gummy bears with a twisted dark side. I made a background that looked like we were in a cave that's about to erupt with lava. You can see the red bits, it's leaking, and it's also got cracks in it. Chilies twice, and this is the first video to have this picture. This was my third picture in the thumbnail, and also a big fire. Yeah, cool thumbnail. I like this one. Super Nintendo Classic testing. I took a picture of it before I tested it. I just added that. Added those two pictures, obviously, and then added the white. Testing made the text 3D. So yeah, so it's not all bland. Commentary on my older videos. Taken after the video was released. This was taken from the video, and then I just plastered the two pictures. You get the idea. Reading comments. I don't think I've ever told you this, but apart from the top 5 mistakes I made in my video, this is actually my second most hated video. And not only that, but the thumbnail is very bland as well. I took a screenshot of some of my suggestive comments, stuck them on the left, added grey background, brown reading comments, to represent the colour of both these pictures, and then just stuck these two pictures. The Crash Bandicoot 1 walkthrough series. So I googled Crash Bandicoot 1 box, I screenshotted it. Oh, and also I got the X because I didn't think to download the image then screenshot it. I just shotted it directly from the Google Images. Oh, I'm a twat. So I got that, plastered the two images, but after I did that I realised there was still a white bit there, so I took this Ripperoo drawing is not mine, so I took that and I just plastered it to cover the remaining white holes. So yeah, and for part 2 it's the same. The only difference is I just added a little part 2. The same thing here. Part 3, the only difference is that the part 3 is a little bit closer than the part 2, and it's hanging down the other side. And part 4, straight and full screen. Crash Bandicoot 2 walkthrough series. It's the same thing, the only difference is the Crash Bandicoot 2 box. Even the part 2, 3 and 4 are the same. But Crash 1 didn't have a part 5, whereas this one does. Instead of having a part 5 on the screen like the others, I wanted to add the high five emoji as, to represent, part 5. Crash Bandicoot 3. The same thing, just with the Crash 3 box. The same part 2, 3 and 4. And even part 5 is the same with the high five. But part 6, which Crash 2 didn't have, the same high five, but also I added the 1 emoji. Yeah, for part 6. And part 7, again, same thing, high five, but then I added the 2 emoji. Same thing, high five, but then I added the 3 emoji. But instead of him doing this, it would look like when you're in a rock stage, yeah. My 200th video. I added a sparkly blue background. Found this 200, which I'm assuming is gold and diamond. Which moissanite is. It would have been better if it was moissanite. And obviously, again, the two pictures. The Easter video. For this video, thumbnail, I took a picture of all the Easter eggs I had. I wrote the text. Obviously, I added the two pictures first. Then I added the text. I made the text yellow and then the outline purple, to represent the dairy milk box. And then I made the shadow red to represent the Malteser box. And I also added a exclamation mark at the end. And also, this is my third most hated video. Mortal Kombat 11 testing video. See, I didn't think to take a picture of the box like I did with the other things. I found this image, which I was actually alright with that. First of all, I made the background the same as the gummy bear video. But I like this image because it has the dragon, it has Scorpion, it has the logo. So I did that and then plastered the two pictures at the end. Milk flips versus white flips. I made the background all black. And for both flips, on Google Images, I was lucky to find, for both of them, where they had no outlines. They were all cut perfectly. And you can even see the shadow beneath them. And then I plastered my two pictures and then added the Mortal Kombat 9 verses between them. Crash Team Racing walkthrough series. Same thing, just with the Crash Team Racing box. And even the same part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. This is the only game that I've done a series on that has a part 9. And obviously, it doesn't have an emoji where it has 4 fingers up. So I've had to get 3 emojis, the high five, the 3, and the 1. The GBA game testing video. Took a picture of the GBA games before I tested them, added that picture, added my 2 pictures on the right, and then added the testing. Same thing as the Super Nintendo Classic testing. Reading my old text from my old forgotten phone. I deliberately put my phone underneath the bed because it was all dusty. Because I wanted to make it look like, oh, it's been abandoned. But yeah, I took a picture of that, plastered the 2 images, obviously, like always, and then I added this little phone picture. My voice evolution. Could have done without that X at the top left. The I'm Artial in the date, I added that in. But then I found this voice evolution thing, stuck it on the left. My 2 images, again, the tone with the numbers. Because I remember my big brother Blake telling me he watched this video and he could notice the change in my voice. So yeah, that's mental. The prank call video. I do like this phone because it has the prank call and the tongue sticking out because it's the video about the time I got prank called. Obviously, the 2 images. Yeah, so basically, even though it's quite a simple thumbnail, it's still good for what it serves. My analytics. I took a screenshot of my analytics from when I started to at that point, and then obviously I just plastered that on. My entire game collection so far, 20th of July 2019 video. Before I made this one, the latest one was the 20th of January 2019, so I basically took everything gaming related I didn't have at that point, 20th of January 2019, and just put it on that little desk, and I took a photo of it. You know what's weird about this video? Even though the thumbnail was made at night time, the video itself was made in daytime. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 review. It's the same thing as the Crash 1 walkthrough part 1. The only difference is I stuck a review at the bottom. And Crash 2, and Crash 3. Crash Bash walkthrough series. Same thing, just with the Crash Bash box. This video, 22 question marks, black background, black question mark, white line, white shadow, another black question mark with the white box, and 4 colourful question marks. Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex walkthrough series. Even though it looks quite different, it's still technically the same thing as the other previous games. The only difference is I've had to change the Ripperoo picture because we move on from the PS2 games. The box art went from a square to rectangular shape. So because of that, after I plastered the 2 images, there was even bigger white space, so I had to get another Ripperoo picture. Oh, bloody hell. Take a shot every time I say the 2 images. Speaking of images, you may have noticed there's a new image now. Yes, this was my 4th image. So yeah, the plug-hole picture was gone and replaced with this new one of me looking at the mirror. Water. Of the river, sea, whatever, a bottle of water, and then the 2 images. My first kiss story video. Rose background, like the other one, but I made it more red. I found an animated gift, I just screenshotted that. A black love heart, blue story time, and then the 2 images! Episode 4 of story time. Same background, different gift. The only difference is because it was a different aspect ratio, I had to put the images somewhere else. Why We Broke Up, part 1 and 2. I found this funny meme because it's supposed to represent the story time. I took that from the prom video and obviously the 2 images. This image, just stuck that on there, and then the 2 profile pictures. My funniest moments from 2017, 18 and 19. I just basically wrote I'm Artial's funniest 2017 moments. I added the rainbow background again, and I also put a laughing emoji where the 0 would be, and did the same thing for 2018 but just made it a different colour. And 2019 as well. And before you ask, yes, I will do the same thing when 2020 is finished. The duck feeding video. Now, you would think that this was taken after the video was released, but because I was on holiday, the Wi-Fi was terrible, therefore the video took so long to upload. I mean, I had enough time to do this thumbnail before the video was released. I screenshotted that moment where the duck bit Bella's finger, because the attack of the ducks was very quackers. I added the ouch at the bit and obviously stuck my 2 pictures on here. The channel update video. This one, on the other hand, this thumbnail was taken after the video was released, because I tried to do the same thing as I did with the previous video, but for some reason, while this video was uploading, every time I went on Thumbnail Maker, the thing just crashed and it would not work. So yeah, so I had to wait for the video was released the day after because the Wi-Fi was so slow. And then obviously it took that moment where I showed you my watch and then obviously plastered the two pictures. As always, Aliens Colonial Marines testing video. PS3 games testing part 1, 2 and 3. For this one, I took a picture of myself with the box covering my face, but of course, being a twat, I didn't think to flip the image, so the picture is mirrored. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's a 6, because this game was made by the same people who did Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, check 6. So yeah, obviously, that 2 images, the word testing, and the same thing could be said here. The 5 games, put them 4 with the last one in the center, the 2 images in the word testing, 3 games, the second one didn't have a disk, so I just put it between the line, and the word testing, again, as usual, as always. 4th one, 5 games, 2 of them didn't have a box, so I just put them between the lines and the word testing in my images. Yeah, you get the picture, you get the idea, as always. Tekken month 2019. Pretty much the same, self-explanatory as 2018. The only difference is this image. It wasn't there in 2018, it didn't even exist. This photo was taken on my birthday last year, actually. So, instead of a Ferrero Rocher picture there and that picture there, it's now there with this picture taking up the whole of the left space. But everything else is pretty much the same. It even has the character showing you which character I used for that video. And the same thing. And hell, even when we got to Tekken 2, the thumbnail still remained the same. 7 videos. And the same thing as last year. After 2019 finished, I got rid of the character square and just stuck a fails of 2019. Christmas video 2019. To start with, I took the thumbnail from the 2018 Christmas video. I scribbled in black where it said my old logo, Martial, and then I put Martial. I added that image where it completely covered the Ferrero Rocher picture. That picture was already there, so I didn't need to add it again. I also added a geek emoji, and then I made white, green and red 2019. So yeah, I like this thumbnail better than the 2018 Christmas video, to be all honest. And 2017 didn't have a custom thumbnail, it was just a screenshot taken from the video directly. My 300th video. I like this thumbnail a lot because it all comes together. It's my 300th video, it's New Year's Eve, it's the finale to season 34. It's got the 300 with an exclamation mark, the 2 images, but yeah, you should know that by now. It's got the fireworks, red and green, but also you can see there's a little firecracker at the bottom. Yeah, I really do like this. It's one of my favourite thumbnails out of all of them, to be honest. I don't know if it's my favourite, but it's one of my favourites. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and wheels testing. I took a picture, again, like with all the other testing videos, took a picture of the box and the box of the wheels, added the word testing and the 2 images. Nintendo Switch games testing. Same thing here. I had 5 games to test, put the 4 of them there with the last one in the centre, and the rackets and the word testing. Yeah, you get the idea by now. Why am I even telling you this? You should know this by now. Room tour, 19th of January 2020. We're getting close now. Got the tripod out. I took a picture of myself in that position with that cover up. That's no longer a thing on this channel. I wrote a iMartial's room with the ghetto font with all spray paint. I added a black outline with a black shadow. And then the 2 images. Commentary on my most popular video, commentary on my least popular video, and commentary on more of my older videos. Took the thumbnail from my most popular video, and because this is a 2017 video, the video and the thumbnail are 4:3, so when I moved it to the left, I didn't have to crop anything. I still had enough room to put my 2 images. So I put that image, but also you can see we have a new image now. This is the one I have now. This was my 5th image. And I put the word commentary at the bottom. The same thing here. I took the thumbnail, but then I added that picture, the new picture. I had to raise that commentary up a bit because if I put it at the bottom, it would blend in with that PlayStation. So yeah. Took the thumbnail from the Season 1 Part 2. I put the 2 images on the thumbnail by covering up the videos I didn't give a commentary on. I rubbed out the yellow and just stuck the commentary in its place. Happy 18th birthday to me. What I got for my birthday. Even though this image makes a comeback, it was pre-made before I changed it, and I didn't want to change it again because I like the idea of how it has the party emoji covering my face. It has the 18 at the bottom left, like when you buy a DVD or film. It has 18 candles. It has that, but as the background, a balloon, that, and that. So yeah, and speaking of birthdays, I took a picture of me, but with all the things about to fall off my hand because I got so much stuff. The two images at the top, a birthday present with a blue box. And the thing is, I've got the blue glasses, blue scarf, blue jacket, blue t-shirt, Crash's blue jeans, and that blue present with the blue blocks. This is a very blue thumbnail. Meet my little siblings. I took a picture of the two little ones, Freddie and Bella. Bella had her arm around Freddie's neck, which I thought was quite sweet. I put a yellow meet my little siblings with a black outline and black shadow, and obviously the two images. Also, fact about this video, after I uploaded it, it got coppered. YouTube saw it as a kid-friendly video, which this is an iMartial video we're talking about. Even with my two little siblings in it, it still had swearing. YouTube bots should not be trusted. The final two Wrath of Cortex videos, same things, same emojis, but with the new image placed on the right. And you know what's mad? Wrath of Cortex Part 1 had the plug hole picture, which was the third image in my profile picture. And then Part 2 through 6 had the image of me pointing my phone at the mirror, looking at myself. And now, these two, that image. Wrath of Cortex survived 3 profile pictures, which is quite cool, to be honest with you. Crash Nitro Kart walkthrough series. Same thing, but with the box, I had to move the image a bit to the right. And nothing changes with the different parts as well. This video, I found this image of a note that I found somewhere on Google Images. I added the rose background and then added the two images. We need to talk. This thumbnail is nothing special, to be honest. I literally just searched up my name on the tele YouTube, took a picture, took a photo, and you can even see my reflection on the tele. The only reason I didn't even plaster the images on the thumbnail is because they were already there and there. April Roberts reacting to Mortal Kombat 11 fatalities and ASDF movie 12. This might just be my absolute favourite thumbnail I have ever done. I managed to take the Mortal Kombat 11 logo and the fatality logo as well. I made the background all black. I plastered my two images. I plastered April's image with her old logo, added a yellow and I made sure it was the same as that Mortal Kombat 11, the same colour. I added the ASDF movie 12 waffle and I plastered her channel picture and name on the bottom corner as well. Jesus Christ, I need a holiday. Now my family just recently had one. Yes, I'm saying had. Don't try and rob the house because they're back. Not that you know where I live, but still, you can always get doxed. I could have gone. I had the chance. The chance was in the palm of my hand, but I didn't want to take it. I got black-eyed. I took a picture of myself covering my eye with my hand about to touch the camera. I added a red story time on my hand. I made my face all red with tears running down. I made the picture all black and white, and I even added little shadows on the corners, plastered my two images, zoomed it in a bit, and made the around the outside all pixelated. Good thumbnail. I like it. Don't look at me. What are you looking at? I took an image of this bloody eyeball, bloody hell, put it on the left, plastered my two images, added a story time with Marty like with the last one. I made the font all dribbly and wet, and then made it red. I got food poisoned. From one bloody sick thumbnail, we have another sick thumbnail. I took a picture of me doing that in the bathroom. I stuck a sick emoji over my face, added another one, made the same font as that, but made it green, made the background look like your insides, and then I plastered the two images. The making of a story time with Marty. For starters, I added the rainbow background, I added the text on the top and bottom, working on my next video, added the arrow, and then another arrow point saying, soon, and then the thumbnail to the video that I'm working on. Also, when this video came out, the thumbnail didn't actually look like this, because the fucking thing wasn't working properly. Happy 18th birthday, Case Bradley. I screenshotted his channel, and then placed it on the top. I cropped his pictures and placed them there. I placed this image, made it all sparkly and colourful. My mate broke my earphones video. This is the thumbnail from that working on my next video thumbnail. I took a picture of my old earphones, when I used to record audio. I added the lightning little sticker, added the story time with Marty, and plastered my 2 images. My mate told her. I took a picture of myself doing that. I got rid of all the whites and then added the rose background, added the story time with Marty but the same colour so it looks like they're holes in my body, and then added the 2 images. Happy 16th birthday Brian Heener. Screenshotted his channel, placed it on the top, but I added the 16 at the bottom left, but because he was Irish, I added the green presents and those green lolly things, and I also made the colour a bit different. I smashed my phone. Very basic thumbnail. Just took a picture of all the bits of my phone, put the story time with Marty at the bottom right, and then added my 2 images. Story time of the face reveal. I took a picture of myself looking all like annoyed and sad, and also I made the font the same as the red and green one but made it blue. Added the thumbnail to my face reveal, and then finally that picture. My thoughts on the Crash 4 trailer. How I managed to get this picture, my brother sent me an image of the boxes, so I basically just screenshotted that, cropped it, placed it at the bottom left, took a picture of myself looking all like, added 3 orange question marks, and then the 2 images. It was very hot that day when I made that thumbnail. Probably wasn't the best idea if they had that really long hair. Red Dead Redemption 2 testing. First, I made a blank thumbnail and then started working on this one. I made a brick background, took a picture of the game, placed it there, made it all grey, like black and white, put a ghetto wanted there, and then placed the 2 images there, and then added the testing, made the text blend in with the background, and added the black outline and shadow. This thumbnail shits all over the top 5 mistakes I made in my videos. The happy 29th birthday Lone Ski video. Screenshotted his channel, but vertically this time because I wanted to get most of that picture. Added the same image as the previous 2, but made it all dark and rainbowy. Story time with Marty, episode 15. Took a picture of myself doing that, but then I also cropped another picture that my brother sent me with me doing a funny face, plastered that on my face, made the same font as the red, green and blue one, but made it white. And then the 2 images, and I added that, made it all fuzzy and pixelated, and then, yeah, you know what that is. This season video. Because this one had so many videos in one, I had to improvise. So, 3, 6, 9, saved that, plastered that on there. 3, 6, 9, saved that, plastered it on there. And then 4, plastered it on there. Put them all 3 of those images together. And obviously, you know the rest. Was Junior Games ranked from worst to best? Took a picture of myself going on, what do I think of this video and the games? Obviously, added the rainbow background, added the thumbnail to that video, and then the 2 images. Get fit with Mel B testing. Picture of the game in front of the PS3, the move, the camera, the word testing as always, the 2 images as always. Also, you can see there's a little hole where you can see the rainbow background again. Reacting to my list, episode 2, 3, and 4. Took a picture of myself going, I don't really like this video that much. The thumbnail to that video, and the 2 images, and the rainbow background. Took a picture of myself going, ooh! The rainbow background, again, me pointing at the thumbnail of the video that I watched in that video. The 2 images, took a picture of myself looking all very fed up. The rainbow background again, the 2 images, and the thumbnail to the video. And here's the thing, even though episode 1 through 4 of me reacting to my lists are the same, they do change a few things up. Let's talk again. Took a picture of the windowsill, decided for fun to get rid of most of the whites, added the rainbow background, obviously that image, and then the other image is where the head of that toy is. Crash Twinsanity playthrough series. Because the image of the Crash Twinsanity box was a little bit bigger, I had to bring back the old Ripperoo picture, which is, I think is quite cool. How's that for nostalgia? And finally, Crash Team Racing review. For the last thumbnail we need to talk about, same thing with the 2 pictures and the Ripperoo, and the review, but I also added a black outline around the review, because if I didn't, then it would just blend in with Ripperoo's jacket. And I also added the American box art for Crash Team Racing as opposed to the European one I did for the walkthroughs. And you can see a little bit of the rainbow background as well. I should have mentioned this earlier, but it was very weird to look back on the thumbnails that I did before COVID started. Good old times. You may be wondering why I'm even doing this video. Well, it's just because I wanted to talk about it, because it's somewhat different. And also, believe it or not, the thumbnail is actually the starting point of a YouTube video, because it's the first thing that a viewer sees of that video. And I'm going to quote a YouTuber called Crank Gameplays. He says that you don't have to have a custom thumbnail, just as long as you can tell what the video is about without even having to read the title, then you're sorted. But if the thumbnail is customized, then it's even more eye-catching. So yeah, anyway, so that was me giving my thoughts and opinions on my thumbnails. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, then share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And if anyone out there thinks that my videos are crap, let me know why in the comments and hopefully I'll improve. And if you're new to this channel or you've just found it, feel free to subscribe if you want. I'm Artiul. Bye. I will see you very soon. I'm out.